Happy Monday, everybody. I hope you had a fantastic weekend and welcome to another episode of Grammar Monday. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about prepositions. Although technically in Swahili we do not have words that directly translate to prepositions, we do have a few useful words that can be used to convey these very concepts. So I hope you find this useful and I will see you on Wednesday. Prepositions are words that are used to show different things. They can be used to show direction, location, time, or even to introduce an object. So in English, examples include words like for, at, by, on, in, from, etc. You might notice that these words are actually quite small because they're not supposed to be the main show. They're just supposed to show the relationship between two words. So in Swahili, we do not necessarily have words that can directly be called prepositions, but we do have words that we use to show these concepts. And that is what we're going to be talking about in this video. So as I've just noted that in Swahili, we do not necessarily have direct words that can be translated to work as prepositions in English, but we do have a few words that can be used generally to convey the idea that you're going for. So as you can see in this particular slide right here, we have by, on, at, in, from, with, to, for, and through. And all of these things can be said just using the word qua. Okay, so let us look at an example in English. Say you want to say, the man came by car, or the visitor. Let's use the man came by car. Mtu alisafiri kwa gari. And then I went on foot. Nilienda kwa mguu. So what if I wanted to say, I teach in English? I teach in English. I would say, ninafundisha kwa Kiingereza. So it's a very versatile word. You can use it to show a lot of things. So for the most part, it's not a rule, but if you're stumped about what preposition to use in a particular case, if you said qua, you'd probably be correct. But I'm going to be showing you other types of prepositions that you can use to convey your thought. So let me talk about one more example. What if I wanted to say, remember them for their deeds? Remember them for their deeds. So we have here another preposition, for. Once again, you would just need the kwa. Wakumbuke kwa wema wao. All right. Okay. Now let us look at the other nice little word that you can use as a preposition. So we have na. Okay, and this one can be used to represent the passive voice by, like for instance, this book was written by a Kenyan, would be something like kitabu hiki kiliandikwa na Mkenya. All right, so this na here is the by. Something like with, he ate with me, alikula nami. Okay, so very straightforward. When you're trying to say something that involves with, you will use na. Let's see. Let's use with the teacher. That way it's clearer. Okay, so he ate with the teacher, alikula na mwalimu. There is your preposition. So up to this point, we've really just covered two, kwa and na, and you can see that you can use it for so many purposes, whether it's to say by, like in the passive voice by, or whether to say with. and you're able to say that. Okay, let us move to the third and final word that we use as a preposition. So katika is another really versatile word that you can use to show during, in, from, at, on. Okay, I have a few sentences here that can show you when you can use it. So during the rainy season, it is cold. So in Swahili, we would say something like katika msimu wa mvua kuna baridi. Oh, baridi. So here we have katika, to show during. Okay, and then the milk is in the fridge. Maziwa yako katika friji. So sometimes, actually a lot of the times, if you don't want to use katika, you could use ndani ya. So this really means inside of. Especially if you're dealing with something that is enclosed, usually you can use inside of, like ndani ya. But for these purposes, we are just going to use katika friji, maziwa yako katika friji. And then from, the fish comes from the lake. Samaki wanatoka katika bahari. Ziwa, lake, bahari is like the ocean, so ziwa is the lake. Okay, so katika, to represent from. And we sat on stage. Tulikaa jukwaa, katika jukwaa. Okay, so here's a little ninja trick I usually suggest to people. When you're talking about a location and you really don't want to bother with all the all the prepositions, what you can simply do is just add an ni at the end. Okay, jukwani. But this only works when we are dealing with a specific location. So for instance, the fish comes from the lake. Samaki wanatoka ziwani. It solves a lot of problems. So that's a little ninja trick free of charge for you. So that is what I wanted to talk about today, prepositions and how you can use them. In then another episode, actually in a webinar that I'll be doing a bit maybe next month, we will talk about double prepositions that form useful phrases that you might need. Things like ndani ya, inside of, kwa sababu ya, because of. So these are little phrases that are very important for you to be able to convey your thoughts more efficiently. So stay tuned for those, for that webinar, because I think you'll find it very useful. So that's all I had for you this Grammar Monday session. I hope you found this enlightening, and I look forward to talking to you again in the next video.